party. Have a listening party.
Button is on.
Yeah, I'm recording.
Yeah,
Dog,
I'm
you
recording.
don't. This ain't your show. You don't run the show, dog. We tell you when to press play, bro.
Yikes.
Yo,
His name
tired
shows
of
up in the
this, man.
credits more than yours.
Just
So
because he gonna put his little name on the his little name on the
The
thing,
little thing.
huh?
Man,
You
let's
can't.
get to
You not gonna be able to edit this out.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
I would like to welcome you to the Greatest Show on Podcast. I'm your host, Lee.
What else?
AKA Southside Lee on IG.
What else?
And I'm joined by my partner in pod.
Yes! Earlington Agustas the Great.
AKA.
Your baby mama's baby daddy.
AKA.
The parishioner of pod.
AKA.
Your podcast favorite podcaster. And we are
3ThePodWay. Chumps.
Your success took a shot at you. What are you gonna do now? How you gonna kill it? You gonna become unsuccessful?
You goddamn right. Let's give it up for him.
Yo, CRC legend!
General.
Yo, Sesly, boy! Zaga! Bedroom bully!
DKA.
Big D, Dirty Diana.
DKA.
All top, no bottom.
DKA.
Quick in, slow out. Too much.
I really,
Is that too much?
I just don't,
It's too much.
I just,
That's too much.
You about to go on serious, yo.
get it, yo, like, literally, like, because,
Too much.
yo, I thought I was sharp. I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna get him with this one, and then
always
I'm
one up.
there, yeah, like,
I'm trying to keep up with the heat. It's like levels to it, right?
yeah,
And then what if I was just like Dirty Diana?
that's true. That
Right,
would,
that's lame.
So she's telling you to step your game up.
I'm giving the
basically.
people what they want.
all right.
I don't have I don't
that-
have anything cool
is that
like
what I
that.
look
Like a moped. Why does John want to start?
Is that what I sound?
Yes.
Yucks. Yeah. Earlington the Great. Is that what I sound like? I'm not doing that shit no more. New intro next episode. It's over. Thank
New
you.
intro coming to you.
Hey, you know how sometimes you don't, and nobody told me.
Right.
It's like I had a piece of spaghetti on my chin, or some.
You walking around?
Yeah, nobody said nothing. Wow, y'all just let me roll out like that. Yeah, y'all say, yeah, Earl, you killing them.
Why don't you be you, man?
Y'all got a text on the side like this nigga. He cool.
Clap.
Yeah.
Lame.
Did it again. Wow.
That was good.
All right.
Well, now that you know how uncomfortable you make us all. Hey, we gonna start with you, Lau. What's going on, man? How you been? Oh no,
You
you
gotta
right.
pay some bills, man. Pay the bills, man.
Follow 3ThePodWay on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Oh my God.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Chumps.
Chumps.
Sounds so beautiful, don't you agree?
Oh. Got the gang back together.
Yeah, Lau, talk to us.
Gang.
Yeah,
Yo, what it do? What it
yeah.
do?
What's
What it
going
do?
on, man?
For me, man, my week has been pretty busy and hectic, man. But I'm just giving thanks to the big man up above, man, just for another day, just to be on his blessed earth, man, and just not take things for granted, man.
Let's give it up for that.
Yeah,
I think we should probably always be in that state, but I think it's easily to get distracted.
Yeah,
right?
it's humans. We
Yeah.
take things for granted pretty often.
Yeah,
I think we just assume it's supposed to happen.
right.
we're spoiled.
Yeah, very true.
Agreed.
Been doing it for 30 plus years. You definitely can get spoiled. 30, Diana's pointing at me. I guess this is my time to speak and tell you about my
How
week.
was your week?
Right.
Also busy. I've been hustling, trying to get merchandise. We've had a few quite a few sales.
Could you run that back for the people in the back?
We've we've rolled out our clothing line.
Oh, okay.
Our 3ThePodWay essentials. Our essential pack. So we have t-shirts.
Yeah, please
and,
tell us what's in the pack. What's in the pack?
t-shirts and whatever you purchase. First off, whatever you pay for is in the pack. All right, but we got tees, we got hats, dad hats, snapbacks, Caucasian and African American tees. So we got a little flavor for everybody. So yeah, bang my line, hit the DM.
Wait.
So when you go to like
Run that
H&M, right? And
Yeah.
like
you look like you shop at H&M.
you just mad 'cause- you just mad 'cause you can't fit the shirts.
I could.
There's a lot going on. That was too fast. He had that one cooking.
It felt like it. It was real.
He said that
It
one.
was too quick.
He H&M me and then knew I was going to rebuttal.
Right.
He was like, got it. Got his ass right.
It was easy.
For every good Rikers a counterpunch, man.
Yikes. Okay. Respect. That's what's up. I don't want to talk about it.
Well, my week was great. Thanks for asking. Not as busy as normal, which is good. Trying to practice this self-care situation, but life is good.
What's that mean now? Right? We talked about this a few months ago. Did it change? Has it changed? Or is it still the same? Because you said trying to practice, which means you're mildly successful?
Mildly successful. I think it's hard to take time for self when you're just being still. Taking time for self for me is like, okay, so I've taken care of everyone else. All right, so now Nacy can do the things that Nacy wants to do, but it's usually work, like Nacy's taxes and Nacy's laundry. That's not really self-care,
No, I got you.
but that's my time.
You do your own taxes?
Well, I have to like reconcile the receipts so I can get my taxes done.
And you do your own laundry? What? Ew.
Peasant.
You don't wash your own clothes?
Why?
True.
Why would I?
All right.
Different pay bracket. It's a different tax bracket.
You
I'm
ain't
not
never
there.
seen my drawers.
I'm not.
I wouldn't touch those.
I'm glad to say I haven't.
I don't know how someone else would. Okay.
Throw them things away.
Come on, man. They expensive. Come on, bro. Okay.
I'm not even gonna try to follow that up. So we're gonna get right into this, right? So the question that has been posed is, what do you get out of marriage, right? Whether you're a male or a female, and those perspectives, I'm sure, are very different, right?
Okay.
But
Or relationship.
okay. Right?
How's it different?
But before you even get to that part,
Okay.
the actual marriage itself, you have to get married.
Okay.
Right? So there's a ceremony.
Okay. Right.
Most would agree.
Okay. Yeah, I was like,
Where are we going?
his setups are.
That's a good one.
So the thing is, it's almost
Legendary.
like right.
So there would be a ceremony, right? Whether it's small, intimate, or whether large and
Just in the
grandiose,
piece.
right? But you have to, I'm assuming, get there.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So apparently a groom in Indonesia
Okay.
apparently arrived at a wedding venue that was not his and was there long enough to
I'm gonna sat down.
Wait.
it was there long enough to get comfortable and damn near start the wedding before realizing,
Did he kiss the
hey,
bride?
I don't
Recognize any of these people.
I don't recognize any of these people. I'm at the wrong place.
He is it consummate the marriage first? Did he do? He was like, let me go ahead and knock this out first. Then I'm gonna go get to my other joint.
So when we first heard this story, we all kind of laughed about it, right? But then the question became, okay, do you really think, what's the feasibility
Right.
that he really went to the wrong location?
Right.
How likely is that? Extremely unlikely?
I mean, I think I need to know all aspects.
Yeah, we need
was it
more
an
detail.
Uber? Who was driving?
Right.
Was he driving? I'm sure everybody had a
Few libations.
right prior to.
Yeah,
so,
he
okay,
was
so
wasted that
He had to
morning.
be.
Right. And really, it's not the groomsman's responsibility to figure out, like,
Is it not? The best man's responsibility.
Not to get to not where the venue is, or he at least knows.
Specifically.
Nah, it
Didn't
is
he
the
pay
best.
for
Nah,
it?
it
Was
is.
it a
the best man
destination?
responsibility.
Are they
Because he
from
don't
there?
No, the best man's responsibility is to make sure you get there.
Because you don't have. I mean, I
But
would
does he know
assume
to know where there is?
Yeah.
he paid for it?
Good
you better
point.
know.
Good point.
Nah, why is that on the best man?
Because
That's his duty.
because you take your cell phone, you no distractions. You not
Yeah,
be
that's very
distracted.
true.
You're not driving to your own wedding. I would assume that.
Right, you would assume, yeah.
I need to
It
do
might be
this
the limo's
best
driving
man
fault,
thing
too.
over again.
But I'm like, I need to know.
messed up.
Was this a destination?
Yeah, it is in
Were
Indonesia,
they
right?
from there? You know, all of these different things. But
Questions that need answering. Yeah, I don't know. That's sketchy. I just think he didn't want it anymore. He just opted out. He was like, nah. And then she called him. I think he got a burner
like,
phone, and she found a burner phone number and called him. Because how do
somebody
you
call
get away
somebody.
from that? Yeah, you
Somebody
can't.
call somebody.
I'm not making that mistake.
So apparently, once he recognized his faux pas,
Once he got over his fear.
right, he made his way to his wedding. It never says whether or not he got married or not, but I guess one could assume that
I think he left Shorty at the altar. That's what I'm thinking.
Or if they're still married.
so
Definitely called them hands.
so the real funny thing is that the wedding wasn't even in Indonesia. Nah, that's a joke. That's a joke.
Wait. Hey, question.
Just kidding.
This is not to interview, but if y'all, I feel like this never happens with men, but if y'all spouse or a potential spouse left you at the altar, would you still could you reconcile that? Could you get married later? Like maybe she was scared. She got cold feet on the way down the aisle.
I don't think.
Or maybe she like left something on the stove. She left the oven on, so she had to run back to the crib real quick.
Boy, bye.
Exactly.
So y'all couldn't work through that.
That would definitely be a conversation and some prayers.
Okay.
Well, so movies, right? And I guess novels will have you believe that it's always the man that's getting
gets
left
cold
at the
feet,
altar.
Cold feet, right?
So what if it was the reverse? What if a woman was left at the altar?
I've seen that happen in real life.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
You have?
Like personally?
Yeah, Joint, she got scared. She made it down, but they ran the song like 7 times. Like Here Comes the Bride, yeah.
So she never came out.
She ended
No,
up.
I think
coming out.
yes.
So,
Somebody
maybe she
pushed
didn't
her.
hear the song being played.
Somebody pushed her down.
Maybe she didn't hear the song being played.
That's a possibility.
Is that possible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very noisy in the back.
Oh yeah, she's probably deaf. Yeah,
Very noisy. Why would it be noisy?
Yeah, how would you know so much detail? This is very.
But why would it be noisy? What's going on back there?
All kinds of stuff. If you're in a church
Such
or
as?
if you're in a venue or
Right. You're in a church. So what's going on that's that loud?
other sounds, like you can't. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Like she was at that apparently she was.
Okay, so full transparency, that happened
no,
to me
no.
on my wedding day.
Oh really?
So,
Which
I didn't.
part?
I didn't
Which
know
part?
that.
Yeah, which
I was
part?
talking about someone else.
Which
Damn,
part?
that happened
so
to you
I
too.
didn't know that my entry song was being played, and it played like they did the intro like 4 or 5 times.
dang.
And my dad and I were standing in the back just fine. I was with my maid and my matron of honor, and my dad. We were standing right there, but we could not hear the intro. And so we finally got up to the doors, and I was just like, somebody gonna tap on the door? What's going on? So my dad went and like peeked, and the pastor was like, come on in. So he opened up the door a peek.
Right.
And then we could hear it, but maybe it was old church, maybe because it was an old church. I don't know.
Like through car speakers?
I believe the what are the kids saying now? Cool story, bro.
Tell it
That's
again.
what the kids
Yeah,
are
I didn't
saying.
even know that could happen to 2 people. That's what a coincidence that it also happened to you.
I thought that's what you were.
Nah, it was another homegirl of mine. Yeah. Got him.
I just see,
You're next.
I just see what you did there. That was
I'm
amazing.
coming for everybody.
That was amazing.
Nobody's safe.
Yikes.
So
My last night.
So speaking of being late, cicadas, right? Cicadas show up apparently every 17-ish
No,
years.
they've been here every year for the last 4 years.
They have been threatening them joints for a while.
Yeah.
But there's different breeds though. there are different breeds that come at different times. I think it's one is like 7, another one's 10, and then the I guess the major brood, what they call Brood X, it comes every 17 years.
Look at you.
Okay, so tell
Knowing
us.
your stuff.
So tell us more about this.
Yeah.
So my first,
because you had personal experiences with
my
these,
first
right?
interaction with was 2004.
Okay.
When I was in college.
Oh, this is a real thing.
Yeah, cicadas are real.
No,
So what is this
your
cicada
interaction?
to people?
Because you vividly remember the year.
they're
Just so people
monstrous.
could know, what is like a big bug?
It's like I don't even call it a bug. That's a cat with wings. Them things are huge, though. Like, and they're blind, so they just fly, and you just hear a loud hissing sound, and they come in like big broods.
Okay.
Brood X, get it?
I got you.
And then they just come and they just fly, and like it's a loud hissing sound, and like you're walking to class. Imagine walking to class on one side of campus,
somebody's
the other
hissing at
side, and just in your ear, and just like flying into you.
So you see,
can't
you
dodge
experience what women experience when they walk by crowds of men. Like people just hissing at them, whispering in their ear, violating them.
Okay.
So you're saying you're a baddie, is what you're saying? I'm just asking questions,
Just
bro.
say
You don't
yes,
have to
loud and
you don't have to
proud.
get
Say
quiet.
yes.
Yeah, just be yourself. Be beautiful.
Yes.
Yes.
So they come every what?
Every 17 years, Brood X. This is particular brood of cicadas come every 17 years.
Is it just like in like the
They usually hit the
Washington,
East Coast.
Virginia, Atlantic coast?
It's mostly the East Coast.
Yeah,
Mostly
okay.
the eastern coast and seaboard.
I don't remember these Jones when I was growing up in Philly.
So there's a map.
Oh, okay. Someone's not interested in the show. Please continue on this history lesson. He was like, "Wrap it up, bro."
Cool story,
Nobody
bro.
cares. We're on the West Coast. There's no word. Well, there goes that. You got something else for us?
Yeah. So
That was a segue. That was a segue.
Speaking of wrapping it up,
Oh, that was good. That
was good. That was good.
I'm here all night,
So-
ladies and gentlemen. I'm here
So
all
apparently, in Atlanta, there's I don't know if we can call it a new phenomenon, right? But there's a new offering, and it is the upscale dinner party hosted by Naked Breakfast.
night. Interesting name.
So if I had to describe what this is,
Yes.
yes,
Naked Breakfast. Is that a partnership?
imagine
Limited liability corporation.
That's an LLC right there.
that is an LLC, correct? So imagine Waffle House
Okay.
and Stadium
Okay.
decided to combine
I had a kid.
to offer an experience.
So, okay.
I'm joking, but
So if it's like coming to the stage, and she's also flipping your pancakes.
so basically the premise is it is an upscale event where people tend to dress in their
Sunday's
nicer
best.
clothes, right? Sunday's best, and you have
Say it. Speak it out loud.
you have naked women that are
ahead.
cooking the food and
Okay.
serving the
there
food.
you go.
Right. So that's the ambiance and the experience, right?
Oh yeah, that's Atlanta proper. That's got to be. I mean, the dancers just come right from the club and then
Right.
go, serve brunch.
But what we see here, it looks like it's more of them integrating themselves.
What just happened?
I don't know.
I don't know.
His word choices.
Yeah,
is what
he's
it is.
dancing around
Yeah,
us.
it's okay.
No, but it looks like they're integrating themselves into the
The atmosphere.
right into the ambiance of the party, right? So
That
they're,
would be
they
distracting, though, right?
participate, right? They're not just they're
They're not just serving; they're serving.
right.
Hey.
They're serving the guests.
No, what I'm saying is they bring the energy, right? They
That's what we're calling
The
it. That's the mature way. The accoutrement.
The accoutrement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they bring that.
Spell
right.
that.
Hey, it's down there somewhere.
Put that.
It's down
Put that
there.
down there.
Spell
Yeah,
that
Make
one.
sure you put that down there. But yeah,
So you signed up?
no, I was just presented with this as a.
What are they serving?
I think you get to choose, right? I think they have a menu, or you can choose to have your own offerings. Y'all are making this.
It's uncomfortable.
It's not. It's okay.
Are you pulling up? Is the question.
Yeah.
Am I pulling
Would you
up?
Are
sign
you
up?
pulling up?
Have you signed up?
I think this is interesting.
You're on the list.
Yeah, I think this-
that's also a very mature way to say yes.
Yeah.
Right? I think I was just interested to see what
Yeah.
was.
What's going on here? Yeah.
what could hurt? You know, I just wanted to check it out.
Oh, so it's one of those things where like, oh, that was today.
Right.
Is that what this is?
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So in a roundabout way, that type of thing, right? So now you've shown up to this event. You may have or may not have told your significant other that that's what was going on, right? Which leads me to the question:
Okay.
who's more responsible for the dissolving of a relationship, men or women?
That led to that question.
Right.
Okay.
It just made me think.
That's a good.
So who's more responsible, men or women?
Women.
For a relationship dissolving?
Yeah.
Yes. Generally speaking. Women.
Who's more responsible?
I mean,
Women.
I think that's hard to say. It depends on so many things. What
We'll
happened?
come back
What's
to
the
you.
situation?
We'll come back to you.
Yeah, that's a y'all.
So it's a women's.
I got
it's a
y'all.
women's.
I got
it's
y'all,
our
fellas.
fault.
Oh, now you
that
want
the
to
relationship.
step up.
Well, no, I'm asking. So
Yes.
you're saying it's women's fault that
Here's why.
the relationship dissolves.
I have a scientific
Yes,
method
sir.
behind it.
Listening.
Women want relationships. So therefore, if that's something that you really want, and you've tricked a man into being into one, that is something that you should fight for.
You should now let it lead to us find out some new synonyms for these words.
Generally speaking. Oh yeah, I need to get into Lee's bag.
Bamboozled.
Yes.
That's the word I would use. Bamboozled.
So
Hoodwinked.
yes, it's a woman's responsibility to. It's a man's responsibility to maintain the relationship
Okay.
while you're in it.
Right.
But if it dissolves a little bit, the woman has to preserve it and keep it afloat. It's like the woman is Leonardo DiCaprio on in Titanic, and the man is the dude on the door. The woman's job is to keep the relationship alive.
Elle, can you I just want you to get this on camera. I'm just gonna.
Facts. I mean, it's just facts are facts. It is what it is. So, I mean, you wanted to answer, right? I mean,
hey,
that's what you wanted, right?
Hey, speak your truth, King.
Yeah. No. So
it's not your truth now?
I'm just the antagonist, right? I'm just doing my job. This is what y'all hired me to do, right?
Any
I
thoughts
just
there?
Stir up trouble.
I think it's case specific.
Thank you, my brother.
Ooh, get him off the stage. What does that mean? Give me a scenario, quick,
A scenario
right now.
on the spot. No, I think depending on the relationship or marriage or whatever situation you're in, I think whatever comes up, if it's something that bothers one party of the partnership, it's in a sense them not handling or not being able to conform, not even necessarily conform, but whatever's bothering them, they can't address it and they can't come to a resolution. So I don't think it's someone's responsibility for it dissolving as opposed to y'all just not connecting.
The reason why I asked that, right? The reason that even came up was the fact that society, TVs, movies would almost lead you to believe that it's primarily, if not entirely, the man's fault when a relationship dissolves for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And I just think that just sets a dangerous premise, right? As though it's not an equal thing or that it could be the other way around, right? So that's why I asked that question, just because I just been seeing it so much lately. And it just made me think about that.
To give some legs to what Leah is saying, I'll give everyone a scenario that we're all probably familiar with, right? Something as simple as, the same event can happen for a man and a woman, right?
Yeah.
And the response is totally different, right?
Sure.
Particularly from women. But again, I'm just doing my job, right? So a man and a woman break up, right? the woman goes, or the man cheats on the woman. The woman goes, or her girlfriends go, oh, he a scumbag. Like, how could you? Why would you leave? Like, why would you cheat? Like, you don't have any control. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
A man and a woman are together. The woman cheats on the man. Well, what did he do to make you go out and find what you're missing?
What is he not fulfilling?
Right. What didn't he fulfill for you to make you step out and have to go find that elsewhere? So that same scenario
Is that accurate?
Yeah, but I think it's because women, just like with men, I don't know what to say. Like, our characters are different, right? So we're like nesters, and it's very general, ladies. It's very general, but the majority of us are in relationships not because of something that our partner can do for us, a way that they make us feel. So more times, I think often than not, as long as it's not like a DV situation, a woman may step out on her relationship or dissolve a relationship because she is not getting something emotionally, like she's not feeling fulfilled. So I don't think that is the majority of the time as to why
men. Why would you assume? Why would you make that generalization?
I just said
Are you saying we're soulless,
statement.
heartless creatures?
That are just
Just
looking
a
for a
general
new.
statement. It's just
Do I need to get up and leave now?
Hey, get him on camera. Get him on camera.
Now, granted,
I can't deal with
now
this.
let's be honest.
I'm over this. No.
I do think that guys, that you all are, the testosterone in the room. I do feel that gentlemen feel, it's just in a different way. So
Yes,
you're
we have
not
feelings.
you're not going to tell me, I'm trying to communicate with you. You're not sharing with me what what it is that you're thinking or feeling or whatever. That's not how men work, right? The way that you may address the situation because of how you're feeling is going to be way different from how a woman might address.
Right.
But I don't feel I don't want us to do a generalization and say that it's a man's responsibility or it's a woman's responsibility.
But you just called us heartless monsters, though. but I appreciate it.
I
Just out here looking for
Right.
tails.
There's
Right.
two different reasons as to why.
Even
a situation
as
like
I was explaining the scenarios, right? She was like, when I was like, a man cheats on a woman, she was like,
I did not. I made sure I did.
They ain't nothing. Look at her hand was bobbing. She hit it.
Your nonverbals were activated.
And then the moment I said women, she's like, well, let's talk about this, okay? Well, maybe, he's not providing emotions or whatever. But meanwhile, y'all savages and it's
out
hot
here
girl
just chasing
summer,
tail.
right?
Yeah,
You can't be both.
I'm out here.
Until the sun goes down, you get your ass in the house, right?
You're absolutely right.
Like, yeah, y'all can't have it both ways.
I don't disagree.
Unless we can.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
I don't disagree.
And I think that's the men act on having it both ways. Women pretend to not want it both ways, but they want it. And some of them, the savages, act on it. And
That's
then
true.
you have hurt men, the emotional men that you're referring to. But yeah, I mean,
Okay, so with that being said, right? I guess we can start with you, right? What do women get out of marriage?
awkward.
Well,
Support.
hold on. I have a button down there. I don't know which one.
Cricket.
Is that the one?
That's not
We
the
get
one.
support.
Okay. Moral,
Physical, mental, emotional. I like
mental.
mental. Yeah.
Right.
We're still going with
I don't
that.
think that could go down. I don't think that has no type of adjective, no noun, no origin.
All right.
We're about to make one. I like coming home to the same person. I like having a partner in life.
Right.
So I think safety, security.
Yeah, we talked about that.
I don't like taking out my own trash. Basic stuff.
Literally.
I don't like to.
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
But the safety and the security part is a huge, at least for me. And security in safety in multiple ways, like not just physical safety. So financial safety, spiritual safety, and security.
So the financial safety is an interesting topic here lately. This topic of if you're in a relationship with the man,
Oh, yeah.
and he's not paying all the bills,
bum.
then he's a bum, and you might as well be single. That conversation is growing more and more and more. I think there's an inherent pressure as a man to provide holistically.
Yeah.
That most men just walk around with, right? Wanting to do that. Unfortunately, everybody isn't at that point in life and not able to necessarily do that.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine being in a relationship for, I don't know, I'm just trying to think of like a circumstance. Imagine being in a relationship for 5 years and it's been okay to share things. All of a sudden, this narrative comes out and
you switch up.
right, and then it changes, right? That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking, like I said, I'm hearing it more and more. So I'm assuming somebody's going through that. And is that fair?
No.
Is that right?
Nah, but life ain't fair, right?
Okay.
What you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Stop being broke. Y'all go get some money and go treat that girl. Broke boys.
That's it.
Y'all want some pee, don't y'all?
Yikes.
You want to put your D in the
Okay,
pee?
I think I found my button.
Go get the cash.
So dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
I was looking for it. There it is. I found my button.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
if y'all want the pee, go get it. You know what I'm saying? Go get that cash. That's what y'all doing it for anyway.
But that sounds
I mean,
like,
that's why you got the car.
But you
right?
just turned it into bartering now.
Yeah, that's what life's about.
Is it?
Bartering.
Y'all
Yeah.
always, nobody wants to say it out loud, but that's what y'all doing. Like, you're not taking your girl out to an expensive restaurant because y'all like eating $100 lobster. Like, you could buy it at the grocery store for $7.
Oh.
Okay.
You buying it to impress her to
Right.
do what? Get the buns.
Get them buns, hun.
So what
Yo, what y'all not gonna do?
So
is keep leaving me out here on these
I agree, I
islands,
agree.
yo.
No,
Y'all
you
hired
good.
me to do my job, okay?
You know what? So
Then when I do my job, y'all get gunshot. Y'all act like
Nah.
Like-
I'm driving the boat to your island.
no, so I guess the real question is based off of that. Is there a chemical reaction for steak and shrimp?
Who's serving? Who's serving?
if it's that naked brunch, maybe.
I was gonna say if
it might
it's
get you
Outback,
a
it ain't
It just has me thinking, yeah, like is there
not Ruby Tuesday steak
Right,
and shrimp.
right.
We got to up.
I mean, unless you got a Ruby Tuesdays type joint. Yeah. At which I'm just saying, at which point then it's not a big deal. Like your cash level is not fine. There's no issue. Like if I'm 21,
you do realize probably segments of our audience love Ruby Tuesday, right?
You're gonna edit that. You're gonna edit that. You're gonna edit that.
Yeah, we have no bias here.
Get the
all right,
camera
okay.
off.
Since
My
y'all
facial
being
expression.
scary, everybody quiet today. Huh? Oh, cat got y'all tongue, huh?
No, we just giving you time to speak.
I'm gonna start cursing on this joint because I'm tired of y'all.
You gotta do what you
Listen.
gotta do.
So, you answer your question, right? What do men get out of relationships?
What does a man get out of you mean like hold on, a relationship or marriage?
Either one. I mean,
Why did you decide to move forward
anyway.
and ultimately commit?
The interviewee has become the interviewer. Because she was the one.
That's bullshit. What does that mean? Like that's so. I mean, like,
What did you think you was getting out of the deal? Just not having to like.
what do men get out of it? She's the one. Like, what does that even mean?
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Next,
back
okay,
to
so next time, so because I normally run the show,
Yeah.
Next time you ask the question and then call it bullshit. You don't call it bullshit and then ask the question. All right, so
He needs those pointers.
All right,
Thank you.
Yeah, my bad, my
all right,
bad.
so let's do this again.
Hey, Mike, do your thing, man.
So what
Do your
was
thing.
what was the question?
All right, you asked Stacey about what do women get out of relationships,
Right.
marriage, so on. She offered some key points, right?
Right.
Also high level, but whatever. Everything, everything's different for everybody. Security. But then she dove deep, right? Not only spiritually, mental, financially. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So those are some different aspects.
Right.
She's the one. You
Right.
see how it varies?
Well, no. So okay, you said why?
So like, right.
Yeah.
So we're saying, you
So
know,
why the
what
why is she's the
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
what did you feel that you would be receiving,
Yeah, what
or
was the
what do you
benefit?
feel like you receive, right, as a benefit of
Right.
marriage from the male perspective?
Well, I mean, okay, so aside from I guess with the bullshit part, aside from love,
That comes with
I mean, because who
everything.
needs that, right?
Right.
So aside from that, I would say, honestly, for me, because it's different for everybody, right? I think that our ambitions aligned, right?
Okay.
And I don't mean just what we were trying to do, how intentional we were about it, right? So her wanting to do the same thing that I wanted to do, and not exactly the same, but similar things, like that energy was like exciting to me, right? Because it just said that if we are able to connect and figure it out,
Okay.
we could do some amazing things. So I think for men, it's more of a logical thing, right?
Yeah.
We're thinking like that. Like, don't get me wrong, the emotional part is part of it, but I think the logical part says, I found a partner, not just in the romantic sense, but I found a partner in
Life.
life, like
Facts.
I can
really.
agree with that.
And so that's what drove me. Yeah, for sure. And still to this day, it's still the same thing,
I can agree
right?
with that.
Like I don't think we compete, but I think that we keep each other honest. I think we hold each other accountable, like in life, right? Like when she does something, I'm super impressed by it. But then subconsciously, I'm like, well, now it's time for me to kind of step my game up. And I think it's the same for her. When she sees me do something, she's like, I need to, rise to the occasion. And we've just, prayerfully, we've been able to do that. And I mean, we're still doing it to this day. So yeah, it's kind of amazing that way.
That's good.
So question, gentlemen.
So hold on, question. Does that qualify as bullshit?
I think that's good. I
very
actually
lovely.
agree
That
with
was very
that. Did you have a follow on to that? Because I wanted to build on that. I think
No, Bill, brother Bill.
I think you had some good points. I'm proud of you. That was good. Development right there. I also think, like, just very plainly, right? Again, I say stuff how it is supposed to be said, right? I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, right? What I think men would sometimes we look for in women is like a plan B, right? And it sounds crazy when you hear it, right? Like, I am my plan A, right?
Okay.
And if for some reason I can't execute, I need to find someone who can finish the job for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by that's my plan. She has to be able to like finish my plan, because my plan is I'm bringing her with me, but I want to make sure I can find someone who can finish the job for me.
Now, someone might argue.
My fallback plan.
That's kind of beautiful in a way.
It sounds crazy when you say she's your plan B, but it's like, nah, I'm our plan A.
But you're saying that as a mature, established, professional woman. There are many women that would challenge that thought and say, how dare you?
Right. Put me on the back burner.
Think that it's fair for you to put your weight or your obligation on me.
Or like, I don't have my own thoughts and dreams and desires. And I don't assume, I'm just assuming.
Yeah.
Small-minded individuals may think, oh, this is a housewife type situation. The Cancer in me is coming out, and I'm thinking more like we rolling with Lee. Like, this is a life competition, right?
Oh,
like,
so you trying to, right. We competing.
We're built, but it's
Healthy.
Healthy competition.
right, very healthy. Now, stride by stride, you moving forward, of course, there's nothing that I'm not going to do to be supportive to my partner. And hopefully we can build, and what we're building as individuals only does better when we're building it together. But I don't know if I desire to be just support. I guess, how about you elaborate on what your
but that's
initial...
not your goal. I'm telling you what from a man's perspective, right? So ultimately, before I even know you, I am my plan A, right? So that's what I'm saying, right? Like as I'm dating, I'm looking, I'm planning to marry, I need someone who, because I already have it in my mind where I want to go.
Drive,
I want you gonna come with me. Of course I'm bringing you with me, right? But if for some reason I can't make it there, I need someone who can help me finish my goal. And maybe she's got her own goals. Maybe I'm your plan B, as
I guess,
the woman.
not to put words in your mouth, but just
it's similar, but it's just I'm just saying it differently.
Just to kind of lay out
that.
what he's saying. I guess what he's saying is that as a man, you're brought up with every intention of, you are responsible
for everything
that is your success and your failures.
Mm-hmm.
In doing that, you have to make a choice to bring somebody along for that adventure or that ride.
Yeah.
Because you could just as easily do that by yourself because you started by yourself.
Yeah.
And so now you're inviting by asking, obviously, right, for someone's hand to partake in that journey with you. And choosing that partner is critical to your future success.
There you go.
Because now you become either directly dependent or indirectly dependent upon that person to ensure that you get where you're trying to go. And it doesn't always work out as you plan.
You will hope, because I've seen both sides of it. I've seen very successful situations where, you know, both people are thriving and striving, and then I've seen some where it's dead weight, right? And the expectation is that the man can't be the dead weight, right? Yeah. The woman has that, you just said the housewife thing, right? Some people would look at that as like, oh, she's just not, if she's not doing her job at home, then she's dead. You know what I mean? So that can go a bunch of different ways, but another part of that is like legacy, right? I want to, as a man, I'm looking for someone that I know if I'm no longer here, whatever offspring I leave on this earth will be more than taken care of, right? So at least you would hope you're thinking like, yeah, obviously when you're young, you're not really thinking like that, right? But once you get more mature, and that's the, you know, hopefully when you're moving towards marriage, those are the thoughts that you're having, right? You want someone who's way more responsible than you as a parent, right? So that you know your kids will be taken care of if for some reason, again, you can't do that. Because as a man, I'm already expected and I know that that's my job. So those are the two things I think that we as men, I'm speaking for men, get out of relationships, marriage in particular. Amongst other things. Love. Would you say, how'd you say it?
She's the one.
Yeah, she's the one. She's the one. Love.
So then there's also the thought process that women go through a lot in order to be married or be in a relationship, primarily being married, which is the administrative portion. You know, having to.
That's it. You gonna downgrade? You sound like me.
No. I'm saying women have spoken about everything that goes into getting married, having to change your name, new driver's license, new passport, etc. Right. Those type of things. So
they love that, right?
Obviously, men don't have to, you know, go through that.
Excuse me, say it out loud and proud. You said it's bullshit.
Is that a big deal?
Yes, it's a big deal.
For who?
How so?
I was gonna say it's not a big deal for you all.
Nobody tell you to say yes.
So let's ask this. I'm gonna set you up, right? What is your maiden name worth to you?
A lot.
Explain that. Expound.
So previously we've had other conversations. So I'm an only child. And I am a Jones, or I was a Jones. So when I turned into a Grigsby, for multiple reasons, that was a hard process for me to go through when I transitioned into being a wife. And so I didn't change my name fully to Grigsby until I was like, we were was coming up on our second wedding anniversary. So I was Jones for a really long time administratively. And then I was Jones Grigsby. And then when I felt like I was a Grigsby and felt like, okay, I'm okay with separating myself from my old Nacy, and this is a new life that I'm walking into with my husband and my partner. I made the full transition, but it is a huge administrative headache, and some women don't have any problem with it. But I'm very connected to who I felt like I was and who I felt like I was losing going into a marriage.
So that's what I was going to ask. Do you lose something by adopting, another name?
I think for every woman, it's different. And for different reasons, people choose to hyphen.
Right.
Very seldom do I find too many women who don't carry at least a hyphen if they haven't transitioned to their new married name.
Because I think we can agree, right? And don't let me speak for you, right? But I think that for men, right, this is 99% probably pride and ego, right? That goes into why taking the name is important. I mean, and mind you, because initially when you get married, for the most part, you're talking about prior to kids, right?
Right.
So obviously when the kids come along, now your name, obviously wanting to extend that out is one thing. But
That's the
prior
biggest thing for me.
prior to that, pride and ego, you would want your wife to be to assume your last name?
Honestly, like, yeah, just, I mean, being very frank, I don't even think it's an option, right?
Okay.
Like, it's just like tradition says it, society has said it, so
Yeah.
it's
Because I mean, just imagine you going to an
happens.
event
Supposed to happen.
or something like that, and you have to introduce her, and she has a different last name. That could be, I mean, that could be awkward, right?
yeah,
When's
maybe.
the last time you gave somebody's last name when you introduced them? You're
Okay.
thinking, you're reading into it.
Well, that again, the pride and the ego thing comes into it, right? It's like, well, you know, I asked you to join me in this walk of life.
Right.
Why not fully commit
So what do men have to give up then?
in order to meet them halfway?
Yeah, like if they giving up their name,
Right.
their legacy, administrative duties, or they have to go through
Yeah,
these
did y'all at least
administrative
write
hurdles.
the check? Because I had to stand in multiple lines for multiple hours. Can you at least write the check?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
that's
part
fair.
of the play.
Yeah.
All right?
Okay.
That's why y'all get
you gotta pay
the
for
nice rings, and men get like rubber bands or whatever.
Maybe
so
we don't like
Silicone,
big gaudy rings, and that was the man's desire.
That's a lie. But that's neither here nor there. Unless y'all want me to do my job.
Yeah, because when are men consulted on that?
Yeah.
Speaking of, is a man consulted on that decision?
So I'm from the old school where you don't tell the man the ring that you want. Like, we don't go shop for rings. Like, I'm happy with whatever it is that I get.
Oh, that's because you in love. You're a sucker.
You just tell them everything
No,
else. You just tell men everything else.
You were doing my job. This is good, man.
No, really, I didn't even know that was a thing until weddings after. Like, oh, we like went
So
ring
if you-
shopping. Like,
So if you got a ring from the Cracker Jack box, you would be happy with that?
that's not my style. But
But
I
you said, but you
never-
said if that's what he gave you, you'd be happy with it.
oh yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be happy with whatever I receive, just like I was. But it wasn't my particular style.
Would you like a big gaudy ring as a man? Is that what you looking for?
I don't really wear jewelry, but I do. Yes,
You a one?
yeah. Because if that's the only piece of jewelry I'm gonna wear, you're gonna see it.
You're amazing. Let's give it up.
So what do you think in conclusion? All right. Who's the winner in relationships? Who comes out on top?
I feel like if the man did his job and sought after his wife the right way, he's the winner. That's not the answer?
You knew he was going to do that.
I just
By what he said previously.
yeah, I just and
you
I
had
set,
to know.
yeah, I set
You
myself
wanted,
up.
you wanted a different answer?
You gave him one of those.
Yeah. Damn.
2 hands.
Yeah,
slapping glass.
I wanted something more controversial than that.
You were hoping for it, but no,
did that for me.
you didn't get that.
Should have asked Lee first.
Yeah.
Lee,
What's the question?
who's responsible for the dissolving of a relationship?
I want to say the politically correct thing. I want to say it's always a it's always a man's fault, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. It's always a man's fault.
All right. So
Well, since that's already wrapped up, one thing's for sure. No,
Hold on, word from our sponsors.
Follow 3ThePodWay on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Chumps.
We're gonna go to you last because I know I want you to say something extremely controversial.
Okay.
We
Y'all
want to
gonna
get the likes.
you want me to do my
We want
job?
to get the clicks.
Do my job.
We want the subscriptions.
All right, give me a
Any-
second.
any
Y'all
parting
talk
shots?
through this. I'm gonna think of something good.
Any parting shots on any of this?
F niggas get money.
There you go. She always trying to take over my job, dog.
That's what he's supposed to do.
That's my job.
Did you expect that?
Nah,
You didn't expect that, did you?
I thought we was gonna talk some.
I didn't think that was coming either.
All right.
How about you?
I thought we was talking about love and
Right.
companionship.
That's where I thought we were
That
too.
niggas
Yeah.
getting money.
All right.
Well, all right then.
Do you have a response?
Love and happiness.
That's weak.
Yeah, I don't have a button for that. Sir Earlington Agustas, listen.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Your guys,
Make it
they're
good.
depending on you because she started there.
Make it good.
Yeah, they're depending on you.
All right. We need consistency in relationships. Women, it's your fault if the relationship dissolves. If men cheat, it's emotional. It's not just sexual and ego driven. Women cheat for ego. And we have to change that narrative. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Chill, I'm being serious. We have to change that narrative because there are a lot of victims out here that are men and they need help too. All right, so I think I said this before, but go raw dog that air like y'all be raw dogging these women. Soldier. One thing for sure.
Two things for certain.
3ThePodWay.